It is Wednesday, the 7th of February 2024, and you're watching the midweek edition of Primetime News. Many thanks for tuning in, and absolute pleasure having you. I'm Michael Madimba. The opening of the 9th session of the 7th Parliament headlines tonight's bulletin. President Nangolo Mbumba has called on Namibians to emulate the late President Dr. Hage Geingo's principles of inclusivity and togetherness. He underscored this during the opening of the 9th session of the 7th Parliament on Tuesday, where he paid tribute to his predecessor who passed away in Windhoek on Sunday. Andreas Thomas was at Parliament's opening and filed our lead report.
All as Namibians, we should therefore pick up from where he left and rededicate ourselves to the noble ideas of unity and inclusivity for all our citizens in the Namibian House. In his New Year's message, President Geingob declared this year, 2024, to be the year of expectation. This is also the year of elections, in which the sovereign, the people of Namibia, the people of the Namibian House, will go to the polls in November this year to elect new presidential and parliamentary leaders. These new leaders will be expected to continue the task of nation building, consolidation of peace, stability, and democracy, with the aim of achieving shared prosperity.
Staying with the opening of Parliament, President Nangolo Mbumba called on legislators in both houses of Parliament to conclude all pending tasks, including the approval of essential bills before the end of the year. Let's now have a listen.
As you set your agenda for this year, it is expected that pending bills be prioritized as per your mandate. Therefore, I am pleased to note that following are among the bills that are likely to be tabled during the course of this year. Regional Constituency Funding Bill, Health Professional Bill, Namibia Energy Regulator Bill, Electricity Bill, Marriage Bill, Children Justice Bill, Ombudsman Bill, Divorce Bill, Public Gathering and Demonstrations Bill, Regularization of status of certain residents, their foreign spouses, and their descendants Bill, Roads Bill, and Vehicle Mass Bill.
Minister of Information and Communication Technology Dr. P.M. Shilinga has urged the public to disregard information circulating on social media regarding the mourning and funeral arrangements of the late President Dr. Hage Geingob. More from this insert.
There are people that are going around soliciting money for the funeral, claiming to be doing it for the funeral of the late president. The government would like to make it clear that it has not assigned anyone to solicit money for the mourning or funeral of the president. So if you see people claiming that they are collecting funds for the mourning and for the funeral of the late president, please report them to the Namibian police.
For our next story, we now have an update from the Government Information Center by Portfolio Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Dr. P.M. Shilinga, for his daily update regarding the late President Dr. Hage Geingob's program leading to his funeral. Let's have a listen.
The President of the Republic of Namibia His Excellency Nangolo Mbumba, has constituted the National Preparatory Committee for the funeral of the late president. This committee is chaired by the Right Honorable Prime Minister Sarah Kuongerwa Amadila. And the National Committee has its spokesperson, who is the Minister of Information and Communication Technology, who is also government spokesperson. The President has directed that all official communication regarding the mourning and the funeral will be done by the Minister. Meaning, if you receive some communication regarding the mourning and the funeral that have not been issued by the Minister or his delegated person, you should regard that communication as not official.
Stand by for your top roundup with the business segment thereafter. Primetime Biz encapsulates all things business. Now, the segment commences with the business of the National Council with SWAPO Party lawmaker Olivia Hangu, noting any delay in passing the High Court Amendment Bill 18 of 2023 would unfairly impact judgment debtors awaiting the sale execution of their primary homes in the High Court. Hangu expressed these sentiments in the National Council earlier this morning. Hangu underscored the importance of the August House prioritizing the bill and referring it back to the National Assembly promptly. Let's now listen in.
It is important that this August House considers the Higher Court Amendment Bill, Bill 18 of 2023, as a matter of urgent and refer it back to the National Assembly because these two bills, namely the Magistrate Court Amendment Bill, Bill 17 of 2023, and the Higher Court Amendment Bill, Bill 18 of 2023, are related to each other in dealing with the same issue to protect judgment debtors during the sale in execution of their primary homes, whether in magistrate court's jurisdiction or in the higher court jurisdiction. Honorable Vice Chairperson, honorable members, as we are all aware, it is a constitutional right under Chapter 3, Article 16, for all persons in any part of Namibia to acquire and own immovable property, I mean shelter or house. As lawmakers, we need to pass laws that protect mortgage bond holders in Namibia.
Staying with the business of the National Council, UDF lawmaker Sebastian Gobs, during his contribution in the August House, expressed concern over the vehicle mass bill. He raised issue with foreign trucks using national roads in some parts of the country without weighbridges to determine their loads. The lawmaker questioned when the Minister of Works and Transport would install weighbridge infrastructure in towns where they aren't present.
This bill, vehicle mass bill, my concern is mostly based on the trucks, the foreign trucks that are driven on the roads that is not having even a bridges. So how are we going to determine the load that these trucks are loading at the end of the day? Because every day these trucks are coming from, I think, Zambia, and then through Zambezi region, Oshosonyuba, and then they enter Erongo. So all along these roads, if I'm mistaken, I don't see any weigh bridges that we can weigh these trucks and charge them accordingly. So maybe my question remains, when is the ministry considering to put up also weigh bridges alongside these roads? And also, these trucks are damaging the third roads, mostly between Omaruru, Karibep, Swakop. So this, because if you hardly, there are 5 to 6 trucks every day are traveling on that road. So that was my little concern. How are we charging these foreign trucks that are using our roads?
This is where the top segment concludes for tonight. Up next is tomorrow's countrywide weather forecast, followed by a roundup of the latest economic news. Welcome to Sport Planet, the segment dedicated to all things sport in action. We commence tonight's segment with football. The Namibia Football Association has declared the resumption of all football league activities 2 days after they were cancelled due to President Dr. Hage Geingo's death and Windhoek on Sunday. Now, the association's marketing and communication manager, Cassius Moeti, in a statement on Monday, said the games scheduled for this weekend will go ahead as planned. He said the NFA wishes to inform the public and all football lovers that it has resolved to resume the league fixtures for the weekend of the 9th to the 11th of February 2024. Moeti further added that during the period of national mourning, tributes will be paid to the late president at all Premier League games. On to English football. Mauricio Pochettino insists he won't lose his hair because of Chelsea's dismal form as the under-fire Blues boss called for perspective over their slump. Now, Pochettino's side head to Aston Villa for an FA Cup fourth round replay later on tonight, reeling after successive heavy defeats. Chelsea lost 4-1 at Liverpool, then slumped to a chastened 4-2 home defeat against Wolves on Sunday. Pochettino was jeered by angry Chelsea fans during the Wolves' capitulation, leading to fresh speculation that the Argentine could be in danger of the sack. Stay tuned for your sports roundup. This is where the Primetime News Midweek edition concludes. I will be back on the morrow with the Thursday edition. From myself, Michael Madimba, and my production architects behind the scenes, it's good night.